This month on Inside COD, we introduce you to some lovable little pets that are available for adoption. We get things cooking in the kitchen in the Waterleaf restaurant with culinary students at COD. And we have another giveaway for one lucky winner. All that and much more coming up right now. Hi, and thanks for joining us. Welcome to another episode of Inside COD. I'm your host, Rob Nardini.
And I'm Alex Bruzek. Joining us today at the roundtable is CNTV reporter Brian Troutman and Stephanie Cervantes. Let's get right into it, guys. Tell us a little bit about your experience at the Trump rally this weekend.
Well, it was certainly interesting. We went there expecting to film the news a certain way. We had our script written out, and as you know, the nature of news is that it always changes. When the fights broke out, the rioting started breaking out, everything changed. We had to adjust accordingly.
Absolutely. And I know you went to the Bernie Sanders rally, How was that?
It was incredible. I think what I really noticed from the footage of like the Trump rally and everything compared to Sanders is it was a lot of younger people, and it kind of reminded me of like a little festival. It was really peaceful and really loving, which is really cool to see at a rally.
Were there any protesters at the Bernie Sanders rally inciting any type of incidents between two groups, or was it just no one showed up to that group to protest what Bernie Sanders said? They kind of gave him the forum basically to kind of give his ideas and let him talk, right?
Surprisingly, there weren't any protesters. I talked to somebody who said that they knew of a few Trump supporters, and apparently those supporters just came and watched, so it was really cool.
And that's good to know. See,
Yeah.
It's instead of like putting everybody in one little column and saying they're going to disrupt something, it looked like they wanted to give Bernie, even though they didn't agree with what he has to say, they wanted to kind of give him the forum to kind of speak his mind, and I think that's good.
Do you guys think that, the protesters were keeping Trump from his First Amendment rights? That's kind of like something that people have been talking about.
I don't know about that. What I do know is that was a night no one should be proud of. I saw Trump supporters and Trump protesters say and do despicable things to each other, attack police, scream racial slurs. It was not a good night for anyone, not a night that should make our community proud.
No, and there's no dialogue going on there when two sides can't sit there and listen to the other side, whether they agree with them or not. We need to have people to sit down and actually talk, and everyone always says they want to do that, but when push comes to shove, no pun intended, nobody lets the other side talk, and I think that's probably a problem we kind of are seeing more and more in this country.
And so I know you also went to another party the other night. You went to Mark Kirk's event. How was that?
That was pretty standard event coverage. We all knew Mark Kirk was heavily favored to win that race, so it was no surprise, and especially compared to the Trump rally, a lot less disruptive.
More celebratory.
Yes.
But so how was it, since that was your first experiences just kind of going to these type of rallies and these how did you feel about it? Were you excited? You weren't knowing what to expect, or?
Nervous, to be honest.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that because you've never done it before. You don't know what to expect. So when you went in, did you come out with a different idea of what you thought it was going to be?
I thought there were going to be a lot more people. I thought it was going to be a lot larger event, given the fact that it's a national stage. Mm-hmm. It was actually relatively small.
Okay. Thanks, Brian and Stephanie, for joining us and giving your insight on what's making news on our campus at COD. And remember, for all the latest college news and events, log on to Courier newspaper at codcourier.org to read articles and watch the latest CNTV broadcast.
And coming up next, Rob and I are going to be cooking it up in the kitchen with some COD Culinary students.
Well, maybe eating it up, am I right? Huh?
And later we have a giveaway that I think you're going to like. But first, here's a look at your COD calendar of events.
On Thursday, May 5th, the Guitar Ensemble will feature acoustic and electric guitars performing 20th century American music at the Mackinac Art Center in the Playhouse Theater from 2 to 4 p.m. Admission is free. On Saturday, May 7th, Under the Streetlamp, a celebration of classic hits from the 50s and 70s will be at the Mackinac Art Center in the Belushi Performance Hall from 3 to 5 p.m. Ticket information is available on their website. On Saturday, May 7th to Monday, May 9th, the AAUW Wheaton Glen Ellen book sale will take place at the Glen Ellen Civic Center. For more information, contact Carter Denson 40 at sbcglobal.net.
In January, the Waterleaf restaurant became student-run, allowing COD culinary students to develop their craft, creating wonderful dishes for patrons. Joining me tonight is Chris Thielman, COD Culinary Professor. Thanks, Chris, for joining us.
Thanks, Rob. I'm glad you guys could make it. Alex, great to see you.
Thank you.
Us and the crew we've been waiting for this all day, this segment.
Well, you know, this is a wonderful spot. It's a great teaching facility, and we're really glad you're here.
So we're definitely excited about the food, but first we want to know how the patrons have been reacting to the Waterleaf becoming student-run.
Well, you know, actually that's an excellent question because the Waterleaf restaurant has been student-run 2 days a week since the building opened. Now we're student-run 100% of the time. So it's approximately Monday through Friday, and it kind of depends on the semester. So about 4 or 5 days a week we're student-run daytime and nighttime.
Can you tell us a little bit about the experience that the students get here, how it's unique from working somewhere else or going to school somewhere else?
Sure. The students that work here, we've got different levels of cooking classes. So we've got the beginning, which is regional American, daytime and nighttime. We have international cuisine, nighttime only. We also have classical French cuisine, nighttime only. And so each class has a different set of skills. So for example, the Regional American is their very first hands-on cooking class, and so they're serving the public for the very first time. And then the International Cuisine class is just like it sounds, international, with different cuisines of the world. And so there's a little higher level that is required of skill, and that one is also have 1 or 2 wines and beers chosen to match the meal. And then, as you can see behind us tonight, is the Classical Cuisine class, and that one is 7 courses, 3 wines that are chosen to match the meal. So it's really, this is the capstone class. This is the most technically difficult of the classes.
Great. Now, for COD community members or the community at large who have never been to the Waterleaf, what else can they expect here?
Well, one of the things that they can expect is service that we mimic real life, because our goal is to make sure that the students learn exactly what they need, so when they leave, they're very comfortable and they can walk right into that job and be successful, because that's our goal, and we want to set them up for success.
So what kind of things are they making back in that kitchen? What are some of those popular dishes you guys have here?
Well, actually, we make all kinds of different food for different menus, and so the menu literally changes every single week. And so we do sandwiches, we do burgers, we do steaks, we do fish dishes, we do lamb. I mean, the food, I mean, it's all over the board. We make all kinds of things. And so it changes continuously, and it changes constantly.
Now, you mentioned open table. How else, is there any other information the public needs to know to get a reservation here at the Waterleaf?
The easiest way is to go onto the college website, type Culinary in the search box, and that will bring up our department, and on that page you'll see a link that says Dine With Us. When you click on that, it'll give you everything, all the menus, all the dates, all the prices. It'll even link you to opentable.com. So really, I would say that's probably the easiest and most complete way, and that's always updated throughout the year also.
Okay, we're all ready for this, Chris. What are we starting with?
Well, we have a soup and a salad coming out, so they're going to come out with it in just 1 second.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
So what you have in front of you is a sunchoke cream with basil pesto. Sunchoke is a Jerusalem artichoke. Okay. So we've made a chicken stock and cream base, pureed some sunchokes in, and topped it with some basil pesto sauce.
Sounds delicious.
And over here you have a arugula salad with octopus, which is very, very interesting. So what we've done is we've taken the octopus and partially cooked it, and then we put it in a cylinder and weighted it down so that the octopus became one big piece, and then we sliced it really thin, and that's garnished on the salad.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so it's okay.
All right, give this a try. You want to go first? I'm going to go first.
Hey,
I'm
go
hungry.
ahead.
Very good.
Excellent.
Very good.
Good, fantastic. Alex, how's yours?
We'll find out here shortly. I got to ask, is there a certain way you're supposed to eat this? Am I supposed to eat a little bit in each bite, or?
Me personally, I like to take a little bit of all of the aspects of the salad in each bite, but that's me. I mean, obviously people can do what they want, but I kind of like that. I think we generally design plates of food. If there's 4 things on a plate, we generally design them so that you have a little bit of each together. That's pretty common in the culinary field.
So this is really good. It's actually, I mean, I don't know if this is like.
So Alex, let me
but
ask you, when was the last time you had octopus carpaccio?
I've never had octopus carpaccio.
All right,
I have had
fantastic.
octopus before. It kind of tastes like almost like not like a sausage, but like a salami or like
Yeah, okay.
it's it's kind of like that. was very good.
Yeah, we marinate it, cook it, weight it down, and then slice it. Because if we didn't weight it down, we wouldn't be able to slice it really thin. So, good. I'm glad
And how
guys
you
enjoyed
prepare
it.
that? Is it actually it will taste differently than if you ordered it in a different way?
Yes, because octopus often is marinated, grilled. Grilled is very, very common, and then salad is often made into a salad also. But you have to marinate it, and if you don't marinate it, the octopus can be very, very tough. So there's a lot of preparation that goes into it before it finally hits the
Certainly not tough. It's delicious. It kind of melts in your mouth a little bit.
plate. Okay, glad you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Here's your seafood.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
All right.
So what we have here
Let's try.
is a swordfish with a little bit of farro, which is a grain. And in front of you is the lamb with a ragu filling, roasted tomatoes. And underneath that is orzo pasta. So it's pasta that's in the shape of rice called orzo.
Great.
So-
And you know, we're going to switch because that tastes. I'm all over that.
Be
There
careful,
we
it's
go.
warm.
There we go.
go.
Excellent.
Look at that.
So, I hope you guys enjoy this. We just wanted to give you a taste of what we do here.
Yeah,
A
it looks
taste.
fantastic.
I couldn't resist. All right,
All
fantastic.
right. Go ahead. You can start. Coming up next, we have Ellie for the Naperville Humane Society. But first, a look at our community calendar.
On Thursday, May 5th, the Morton Abroretum is hosting a Cinco de Mayo dinner. Enjoy south of the border flavors and live music. For ticket information, contact the Arboretum at 630-968-0074. On Saturday, May 7th, kick off Mother's Day weekend with the 27th annual Grooving in the Grove race at Midwestern University. The race starts at 9 a.m. Proceeds from the event benefit local charities. Visit their website for ticket information. On Saturday, May 7th, stop by Kline Creek Farm to see blacksmithing demonstrations from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Admission is free and registration is not required. For more information, contact 630-876-5900.
Joining me now is Elias, Development Director for the Naperville Humane Society, here to talk about some pets that need a forever home. Thanks for joining us, Ellie.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. So let's talk about the importance of adoption and volunteering at the Naperville Humane Society and the process for adopting a pet there.
Sure, absolutely. It's so important not just to have volunteers, but to have people know what good we do in the community and to come and help and we say rescue pets. We're a wonderful facility. We do so many things. We go above and beyond for the animals in our care, and we like to educate the community about how the importance of adopting pets and bringing them home into your family. And so it's super simple to become an adopter. We always like to tell people, especially when they call ahead of time and they're asking about a specific animal, look at the website, read a little bit more, come on in. Don't just look at that animal, but look at all of them because you don't know just from the little picture in the description might be super cute, but that dog may not get along with maybe your dog or someone in your home. But there's so many animals at our organization that give it a chance. So come on in and meet them. You sign in, you go in the back, you take a look. They're very loud. They like to sing. And come on, and if there's someone you want to see outside of the kennel, or if it's a cat outside of the cat room, you just come let us know. We have a small application that they fill out, just a half sheet of paper, just some information about you, the people in your home, and the history with pets. And we only have a couple requirements. Everyone in the home, especially if there's another dog, needs to come in and meet the animal. And then if you're renting, you just need to make sure in your lease you can legally have an animal at your residence. And that's really it. Just have nice conversations with the animal care team. Our animal care team is amazing. And they just have nice conversations with everyone just to see, maybe you're interacting with a dog that you thought would be perfect and listening to maybe what your lifestyle is, maybe you're not home for more, gone for more than 8 hours a day, and they're able to say, maybe this dog isn't right for you, or maybe this cat isn't right, but here's somebody else, and, kind of take cues from that.
You never know who you're going to fall in love with when you come down there.
Absolutely.
You might go in there thinking you want this kind of dog, but you never know. You look into those puppy dog
Yeah.
eyes. And
Well, and some people come in looking for a cat and come away
those
with a dog.
kitty
so.
cat eyes. So what do you need to know if you're planning on adopting a pet?
Just be prepared, and it takes time. Some people want to come in, adopt, and go home right away, and sometimes that happens, but it's a process. You're bringing a family member home, so you want to take as much time as possible. It's a lifelong decision. It's not going to be something temporary. So take your time, do some research, especially if you want a puppy. Puppies take a lot of work, especially kittens too. Some people want one kitten, but we always recommend adopting 2, so kittens have another friend to play with.
Awesome. And you spoke about, maybe you don't have enough time for a pet. So what if I just want to volunteer? I want some pet interaction, but I don't have the time to own one. How can I go about volunteering for you guys?
Oh, and we love our volunteers. There's only a few staff, and we have over 400 volunteers in our organization.
Wow.
And it's really easy. You go online and you sign up for to become a volunteer. Our volunteer manager will contact you, and depending on what you're interested in, if it's in the shelter, if it's maybe outreach activities or events, you'll just be put in contact with that particular department and just go from there.
And, unfortunately, some people are allergic to pets.
Yes.
How can we help if we can't volunteer and we can't adopt?
Sure. We have so many things. First of all, our organization runs purely on donations, and that's in-kind donations and financial. So anything from cat food and dog treats, toys, blankets, laundry detergent, hand sanitizer, all those things are always welcome. People can drop them off at any time. We're open 365 days a year. People can come on in. And then we also have various events people can participate in. Dine-in shares, gala, golf, all sorts of events. So always something for everyone.
Okay. And actually, I know we were going to have some pets here
know.
today, but it's kind of good news because they're being adopted so fast, right?
It's fantastic news. We had really great adoptions this past month, and so we're able to call the community and say, we have a waiting list for anyone who needs to surrender their pet. We also work with different rescues and different shelters. So we're in the process of kind of looking for more to help. And so as soon as they're adopted, we want to help the next one.
Awesome. Thanks again, Ellie, for joining us today. If you'd like more information on adopting or volunteering, just visit the Naperville Humane Society website at www.napervilleareahumanesociety.org. Back to Rob with this month's giveaway.
Yes, Alex, we do have a wonderful giveaway this month, but before we show the prize that 2 lucky people are going to receive, let's go over the rules. It's pretty simple. Go to our Facebook page, Courier TV, and like the May edition of Inside COD in our feed. Remember, it's the May edition, and you have until Tuesday, May 10th at 3 p.m. to like the episode. This month, Cooper Song has generously donated to 2 lucky viewers a pair of handbags from their collection. What makes Cooper Song so unique is that all of their items are handmade, green products with recycled accents that are eco-friendly and made in the USA. Cooper Song uses bicycle inner tubes in the creation of many of their products. To learn more about Cooper Song or to purchase an eco-friendly item, visit their website at www.coopersong.com. We thank Cooper Song for their giveaway this month, and remember to visit our Facebook page at Courier TV and like the May edition of Inside COD in our feed for a chance to win a pair of these Cooper Song handbags by May 10th. Thanks again for joining us on this month's edition of Inside COD.